Welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on the Reawakening Update. This is Series 11, Episode number 34. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up at the beginning of turn number 57. We're playing a standard faction of the Cravers on Endless Difficulty in a fast speed game. In this episode, we have lots of stuff going on. We have several pirate fleet battles, several pirate lair invasions, several small skirmishes against the other major factions here. We've got a fight against the Riftborn. We got a fight against the Sofuns. We have a fight here against the Unfallen. They're attacking me at this pirate lair. We may potentially have a fight. Yeah, we're going to go diving in here to Giazar and explore this curiosity. Decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and go for that. And then we're going to have a fight against the Lumeris up here at Fajis. Just small little skirmishes. And we're exploring up here. We may or may not get into a fight up here. I think maybe we'll be able to avoid conflict there. And there's an incoming Sofon fleet here. So I think we're going to end up fighting the fleet here at Merope. We'll do a ground attack, then we'll fly up here to Korana, have a fight with the pirate fleet there, and do a ground attack. I think is all on the agenda. We're also going to create a couple new ship designs, just a couple of small, really cheap ship designs. We've got multiple truces coming at us here, so that's not good, right? It's Cravers view truces as threatening the way that most other factions would view a declaration of war, right? It's like we want to be at war all the time. We don't want truces. Truces impact our approval. So right now, because we have all of these wars, then the Jingoist Joy Law lets us have a lot of extra approval from all of those wars. So truces will reduce my population's approval, and we will be in a situation of unhappy population, and that will have consequences. So we want to minimize the amount of truce. We want to maximize our wars at all times. Okay, so let's run through these. Let's see, real quick, just a quick peek. We completed research for gamma absorption, so we now have quadrinix capture, and we can start building microwave pipes. So we actually have an income of 5.5 quadrinix per turn, and we're at 9 orichalcics per turn, 11.5 antimatter per turn, 11 adamantium, 8 hyperium, and 12.5 titanium. Actually, we're going to increase that by settling a new outpost. We're going to bring a new outpost ship in here to lairs. We're going to colonize this boreal planet that has a titanium and a hyperium deposit. We can afford to go ahead and spend the dust to accelerate the production of food, and I think Husk is pretty far away as far as shipping food. I think we can do, let's just go from AO, because we look at the amount of food. This system BA31, they're still very unruly and rebellious because we just invaded them a couple turns ago. AI has 134 food. AM is 71. We can see what AI can do. AO is at least 211. AI, let's see. Hmm, 165 food? That'd be just fine. I think that's even better than AO. If we went with AO, it's what? 137, yeah, AI is even better. So it's more food and it's closer, right? Like if I was going to fly to AI, that's 14, like 16 moves. And AO is like considerably more than that. 20, 24, 25 moves, something like that. So definitely better. So yeah, we'll feed lures from AI. That'll be fine. So that increased our titanium to plus 14 and our hyperium to plus 9.5%. So hey, it's already doing better. Let's move all our fleets. All our fleets going everywhere. Okay. This one can go here. Yeah, let's look at what we produced. I know we produced some ships. So we got an anvil out of husk. Bring him out of the hangar. An anvil out of AC. Bring him out of the hangar. And a cruiser out of AG. Bring him out. And the outpost we already did at BA. Okay, cool. Real quick, I want to go through the new fleet designs I want to make. A couple new ship designs. Actually, we'll delete this outpost ship. We don't need him anymore for now. So like Get Good used to say, GUD, Gamer Under Development. He used to say cheap heat. That's what we need here is some cheap heat. I'm not going to call it cheap heat though, but I'll call it swarm. So it's just a swarm ship. It's an attacker, soldier class vessel. It's going to be armed with one beam, one gun. It's the super basic version of this ship. And then one armor and one shield. So what we're doing here is we're making one that does not use any of the strategic resource expansion slots. It's just the cheapest version of this ship that I can make. And then the same thing with what he used to call, good calls, cardboard shield. It's going to be just a really basic defensive ship. I'll call it a decoy. And it's just going to have an engine, one gun, and armor here, and two shields. And again, not using any of the Hyperium expansion slots here. You're just going the cheapest possible version of this ship. Just because I'm a little tight on resources here on strategics, so I want to be able to continue building military, but I want to not be using strategics on all of the ships that I'm building. I want to have the option of building some really cheap ships. Okay, we've completed Economy and Trade 5 unlock. So that's over here. So because we've completed 3 technologies, we've unlocked the top tier. And that gives us the ability to do level 4 system upgrades. So let's take a look at that. So for that, we're going to be doing deciduous trees, and we're going to be using void stones, and we're going to be using the drift buds. So let's go ahead and set that up. Trees, stones, buds. Extra trade value, extra industry per population, and extra dust on systems. So we're going to be rocking, dudes. We're going to be rocking. Okay, so yeah, we're a little short on deciduous trees right now, but hopefully that'll pick up. And we have a new trade company that is under construction over here at AE. Should be done next turn. Yep, it'll be done next turn, and then that trade company headquarters, and we'll build a new trade company subsidiary. All right, and let's see what else we got going. We got populations are maxed out at Cravers now. Pretty close to being maxed out at AG. And we're getting up there at AN. We're maxed out at AO, so we'll definitely have to, off camera, move some populations around. The Unfallen, we lost the population of Unfallen at BA31. Yep. So we got a bunch of foreign population here. I'm going to have to figure something out. I think I'm going to end up like either invading a system or capturing a system or creating new outposts. I don't know. I'm going to do something where I send a whole bunch of population to a system. Kind of like what I did here with AN, where I sent all of the Sofon, whatever those populations were, I sent them over here to Harishims and Cephaloras, and then I abandoned those systems. So the populations were released from captivity, we'll say. I just want to go all Cravers all the time, my dudes. In this game, kind of a little bit extra hard mode, maybe. Governor Risto Libera leveled up. So it really comes down to, do I want industry or food? I have one fertile planet on the system and I have one hot planet on the system, so I'll just go for the industry. Hey, new event on the Shoulders of Supergiants. Excellent timing. Plus 20 approval for 15 turns. That's perfect because I think I'm about to lose a whole bunch of approval. for my some of the wars maybe ending. All right, we completed this objective. Produce 433 influence on the Empire. So stellar strike craft. So when we make aerial ground troops, they'll be extra good on damage, and they'll reduce the amount of manpower needed for them. Okay, Vojani home system is here at Seganus. So Vojani are offering me 4,000 dust for a truce. If I take a truce with Vojani, that's a truce with their entire alliance. So that's wars against 3 factions that go away. So I don't. That's the worst truce for me to take. I would refuse that one. Horatio is Horatio and the Unfallen, but I don't have 2,000 influence to refuse it, so I have to accept it. And the same with this Riftborn, I have to accept it. But I'm going to wait to do the diplomacy until after I have performed all of my fleet movements and all of my combats. So the Unfallen are attacking with their light ship and their needle at the Rassam system, which is over here. Seems like kind of a foolish attack to me because my fleet is 7,000 attack, 6,000 defense, and 35,000 hit points, and he has less than 1,000 attack, 1,300 defense, and 19,000 hit points. So he does not stand a chance. He has no chance. Yeah. I mean, he has like not even one chance in 6. He's so outmatched. I'm just going to go straight to scan mode. And we're just going to watch him blow up. Okay, there goes his bombers. His bombers are going over here. His bombers are gone. That's how long they lasted, man. Poof, there they are. They blew up there. So you can see my hero ship took basically no damage. Scan mode. Poof. Yeah. Yeah, they had. I'm surprised they attacked. I'm really surprised. We took 270 damage. You know, their armor and shields absorbed a lot. Our missiles did well, better than our beams and guns. And yeah, that was just we mopped the floor with them. Okay, so that was at Rassam. Let's do a ground attack. We have 498 manpower. There are no defenders at Rassam, so we're just going to literally just walk in and take the resources. We'll just do guerrilla. We'll just walk in and loot the place. Yeah. 25 antimatter, 25 adamantium, and 50 titanium. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. We'll fly over here to Perseus. Oh, look, and they've got vine ships here at Vlahat. That's cool. They're vining that up so that then they'll have connectivity probably to Otero. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if we let those vine ships stay there or not. I mean, it would be kind of nice. I don't know. I'll have to figure out where I want the Unfallen to still have a system. All right, repair and recover against pirates. We're gonna smoke these dudes. We outgun them 3-1. See, they have a Proton in the middle lane, and we have 3 lobbers lined up in the middle lane, along with a guard, which is all so it's all kinetic damage against the Proton, which has no kinetic defense at all. So Proton's going to go down quick. That was a pretty underwhelming explosion. And even though that ship is just loaded with guns, the amount of missiles coming in is just so high, so numerous that he can't defend against them. He just gets overwhelmed. We'll check the numbers here. Yeah, we just totally smoked them. All right, ground attack at Perseus. We have 479 troops. And maybe we'll not watch it. We'll just do preemptive bombing. Bloom. And we'll retreat. They have 65 troops left. Guard. Cool. All right, let's see here. Those guys are stuck there, right? Yeah, no movement left because the pirate fleet was guarding when we arrived, so then we lost all our movement that was remaining. All right, up here at Yetix, we have a scout. We'll move him up to Ukta. Have them guard. Send out a few probes to keep an eye on things. And his movement's done. And you know what I'm going to do here? I am going to bite the bullet. I'm going to make a dive into Giazar. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get attacked by the pirates. I'll have to retreat. I'll lose 60% of my hit points. I'll have 40% left, roughly. But then if I can trap the lost ratio, I'll fight him and I'll do repair and recover battle tactic, and that should recover the hit points I lost retreating from the pirates at Giazar. So that's my plan. So I'm going to go for it and explore this curiosity. Here we go. I'm just going to spam this button here, yep, to get that exploration in before the attack. Alright, it was a dust water. I suspected it might be. Alright, and we're going to choose repair and recover, but even though I choose that, it doesn't let me apply the benefit of the health recovered at the end of the battle. Does not allow it. So we'll retreat. Run away. Okay, and we're heading back up that way. Cool. And we'll see that, yep, we are in fact 60% reduced in hit points. That's okay. We'll head up here. So this ship at Ukta, well, I'll have him guard. Yeah. So that if Horatio slips past me, you know, he doesn't get away. Hopefully we'll trap him and we'll have a chance to get this ship repaired. Ha ha ha. Okay. Next, let's see. These guys are cruising up this way. These dudes are cruising up this way. He's on the way to Birius, which is the Lumire's home system. And when he gets there, we'll explore that life form 4. Over here at Fajis, here's the Lumira scout that explored these curiosities at Pictor. We're going to attack him. And that scout is at full hit points, so he's probably going to retreat. Attack. We'll use a repair and recover, I suppose. And he's retreating. Alright, so hopefully we'll catch him down here. Alright, let's guard. And I'm going to send a probe over here to clear out that last little gap there. And I want to take a peek at these systems. Since there are curiosities here at Placidus and Amosa, I'll send a probe across this way to just kind of take a look. And I will hang out waiting here for that Lumera ship to arrive at Pictor, and then we will finish them off. Alright, at Orm, we'll fly over here to Deki. We have 2 probes left. Ooh, that system Exturbia is guarded. Okay, that's not great. Ooh, what do we have here? Quadrinix Reshield technology module. Okay. Shield reloading each phase on the flotilla. 2,000 points. Can only be installed on support type ships. Oh. New event. The Stars Their Destination. Part 1. Times 0 movement on ships on garrison first slaying horde for 3 turns. So if you interfere, you get an approval bonus. It's worth interfering. It's definitely worth interfering. But it means I can't move. Alright, well, I can't move. I'm going to send a probe. So when he was here at Orm, he sent this probe here. So I'm going to go something that's roughly parallel to that probe. He's trapped there for 3 turns, so we may end up losing that hero, but you know what? It would be worth it even for the, not hero, we may lose that scout if he gets attacked or something, but it would still be worth it if I get that plus 20 approval, considering I'm about to lose a bunch of approval, I think. Let's see here. What else we have going on? This guy's moving up there. Okay, Sophon fleets. There's a fleet here at Merope. We got a fleet at Corana. We got a pirate lair at Merope. We got this Bellatrix fight going on. So let's beat up on this Riftborn scout. Attack him. Repair and recover. We have them severely outmatched. They're already damaged. So, oh, okay, they're going to fight. Good. All right, we shot down his missile, and we're shooting missiles at him. Wow. And that's the end of him. Yeah, that was a very short fight. Okay, so he's done. All right, and I'll tell you what, we don't really need our full fleet to take down these Sophons. What do they have? 24,000 hit points, 400 attack, 1,100 defense. So let's put together a fleet that can run those guys off. Maybe from this guard down. Yeah, that should be plenty strong enough. And they'll attack, and it's gonna scare them away. I'm pretty sure they'll retreat. And we'll just put everything together. Yep, they're going to retreat. All right, now we're going to do a ground attack. So the main fleet with the hero still has their action point, but the 7th Ravaging Horde that attacked the Sophons no longer has their action point for fleet combat. All right, we're going to do a ground attack on Merope, and there are very few defenders there, so we should take them out no problem. And we'll just walk in just about, probably. Yeah, armor versus infantry is definitely got a big advantage with the tanks. All right, 25 titanium, 50 red sang, 25 proto orchids. Okay, cool. I mean, most of that is, I'll use the titanium, and the other stuff will probably end up selling at some point. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put this fleet back together, and the 7th Ravaging Horde from the guard down to the Lost Horatio has no action point. So we're going to merge these guys together. They all come back over here. And then from the Lost Horatio to this guard, whoa. The pirates are attacking us? They're not afraid? Bonus, okay. I'm surprised they have the guts to attack. Okay, great. That makes things easier for me. Oh, we'll just put one guard down there. Put one of these things up here. Lost Horatio. Sure. We have overwhelming advantage, more than 3-1. We have 3 lanes versus they have 2 lanes, so that gives a morale bonus for us as well. So I want to look at this guy up here. So even though he has guns, this ship has guns, that ship has no guns. We'll see how they do against the missiles. Yeah, they shot some down. Not too bad. Boom. Some of the missiles got through. All right, cool. All right, well, let's explore the Curiosity. Encounter remains. Always fun to get those. Sometimes they're really good. 750 dust. All right. The math is going to be super one-sided, right? Yeah, totally one-sided, bro. Still, our missiles didn't do that well in that fight. They had enough guns to make a difference. Okay, let's do ground battle. And yes, full defenses, so we'll do preemptive bombing. Cool, all right. So next turn we'll finish the ground attack. We'll go back to guarding, and we will retreat to get our manpower back on our fleet. Oh, and we got a... We have something to explore. Ground battle remains. Gotta love it, man. And we're guarding again. Ooh, 25 Hyperium. Cool. We need that. That's one of our most scarce resources, really. That and Quadrinix. Quadrinix is even more rare. Yeah, the Quadrinix situation is pretty unbalanced, actually. There's one Quadrinix here at AD. And there's one over here at We. And there's one up here at ESAR. And then the next one is over here at like Kerr. And on the north side of the galaxy, there's several deposits. You've got one at Pavo, you've got one up here at Mizar, you've got one over, a couple over here in the United Empire space. You've got one at Byra, Miragashi. They're like right next to each other. But then once you start getting over to our side of the galaxy, once again, you don't see any of those green Quadrinix deposits anywhere, man. There's like none. There's none. There's none, bro. There's none. All the way back down here to AD again. So really, you got one here, you got one here, you got like one over here, and then the others are over here. So we're going to have to expand out this way to get those quadernix deposits. So everything is just pointing towards me expanding out here to the left, right? Going clockwise that way, left and west and north, I guess, right? All right, cool. So we got a pretty good sized fleet here. This guy can come up here and rejoin this fleet. Yeah, we're gonna deal with these Sophons, man. If they come up here, we're gonna show them what's what. That's gonna be pretty cool. All right, let's see that picket. He can hang out where he is. This anvil can come up this way. And the scout is stuck where he is, right? I could guard and make myself more annoying. I don't really want to be more annoying than I already am. I could do a ground attack, but there's no chance of success. Defenders? Yeah. Vodiani are pretty hard to invade, actually. A lot of times. So I think that's it for movement. I think we've taken a pretty good peek at these things. Let's do the truces. All right, so our current approval situation is, as an empire, we're devoted at a plus 135. And sorting by approval, lairs is content as an outpost. AG41 is so our worst systems are basically happy. We have 2 in the 70s and everybody else is 100 plus. Here we go. I cannot refuse, so I have to accept. Look at that, we're already down to unhappy. And with the Riftborn, we have to accept. And now we're down to content, and we have mutinous systems. We went from 70 something down to 0% approval. So we're going to have to change our laws. We're going to have to lose cram exams. So right now our approval, let's see, our science is down to 7,600. It was at like 10,000, right? Cram exam, we'll cancel that. We're back to 8,500 science, and we're at 100 because we're back to devoted. We've got a little bit that are content. I'll play around with it a bit. See what we can do. If I can avoid it, I want to avoid passing Toys for Boys. Yeah, we could pass Toys for Boys, but I think I want to hold off on it. I want to try to keep the industry I have because my industry is not that impressive. So I think we'll roll with that. And he's done for the turn. So a swarm and decoy ships, those are the new ships. I'll get those queued up different places. Clearly this fleet is not stopping at Aldebaran. The fist is going to Uranus, the frog system. So we'll just go down there and wait for them. And then after we defeat them, then we'll get the Bastion. We'll form up a fleet at Husk. We'll head over to Infinite Factory. We'll take down the Wasp fleet. And then we'll get Infinite Maw. And then we won't have to spend influence refusing truces anymore after we have that. So that'll be great. All right, I think that's everything for the turn. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.